Hey, welcome back everyone, and I have some questions for you. What is your first or initial thought when somebody says BNR announcement? Does it invoke a thought of pleasure, or does it remind you of the desolate landscape of yesteryear's nostalgia? Whatever you are thinking about, Pioneer and or Explorer changes are coming soon. In this video, we will discuss what is possibly getting banned and what the future of the format looks like moving forward. And here we go. The Pioneer and or Explorer format, for those who do not know, is a format comprised of sets from as far back as Return to Ravnica to today's Bloomborough. We have seen a lot of changes since its inception, but nothing really that recent. For example, the last time something was banned in Pioneer and or Explorer was December 2023, which was Karn the Great Creator and Geological Appraiser, while also Smuggler's Copter being unbanned at the same time. Today, while Explorer and Pioneer are different formats for obvious reasons, that of Explorer being on Arena and Pioneer being the paper format, they are basically seeing the same decks being played right now. Vampires is over 35% of the format due to the power of Sorin the Imperious Bloodlord and Vein Ripper, with the best mid-range efficient cards Rakdos has to offer. I like the idea of mid-range being the best deck in the format due to you having to make choices that force players to interact, choosing cards that best suits those game plans rather than against combo or control, where it fosters caustic gameplay patterns of needing to draw the hate cards or lose because of it. Amalia is the combo deck of the format, wherein you assemble Amalia, Benavides Aguirre, and Wild Growth Walker with any life gain avenue, then proceed to win the game in various ways thereafter, such as attacking with a 2020 Amalia, using Dyna, or exploring until you find an Aetherflux Reservoir. This combo deck has turn 3 wins with ease, and enough resilience and search effects to rebuild quickly without too much of a hassle. I am of the opinion that combo decks should have a representation and even have a tiered strategy. What I do not like is when it is just too good at what it does, negating the restriction of being a creature deck. Lastly, and my personal favorite, Arclight Phoenix. Arclight Phoenix's major draw is having the power of applying enough pressure in the early game with cheap creatures like Ledger Shredder and Picklock Prankster, along with Arclight Phoenix with the late game explosive power of Prof's Eidetic Memory and Temporal Trespass in tandem with the real power Ancestral Treasure Cruise. Now, Phoenix has already had one ban taken from it in Expressive Iteration to make the deck less consistent while taking one extra cantrip out of the field to fuel Treasure Cruise, while WotC is also adamant on trying to keep Treasure Cruise legal because it is banned in all other competitive formats such as Modern and Legacy. No other deck currently is over 10% of the meta as of right now, and does not warrant much consideration outside of the 3 decks that we just discussed. Having briefly discussed the top decks in contention to see what cards from them should be banned, what are cards that should be considered for the bonk? I think one of the easiest cards to start with is Wild Growth Walker from Amalia. Walker is not a chase card, it is not that recent, and ensures you do not have to worry about much else from the Explorer aspect. However, if you want to keep that shell or archetype around, you could ban something else, such as Quarter Calling, to lower the consistency, but ban strategies like this one have been tried before, and most times banning the core card is usually what happens in the end anyway. See Modern Dredge for more details. After that is where the discussion gets a little bit more interesting of what your format identity is. For example, as previously stated, if Treasure Cruise really is the format staple like Brainstorm is to Legacy, then what are you going to ban in Phoenix anyway? In my opinion, Treasure Cruise is just too good at what it does. You've tried to ensure it to stay, but I think its time has come. But make sure you unban Expressive Iteration, however. It was banned too soon. In all seriousness though, there is no other card that even comes close to banning. One could argue that Picklock Prankster is probably the only other card that can even be possibly entertained as for consideration, but that is just prolonging the inevitable at this point. Now we come to vampires. The majority are calling for Fable the Mirror Breaker to finally meet its end. Fable is a good start, yet I think Fable is a staple that should stay. Fable basically is the quintessential red mid-range card. and the perfect power level for Pioneer even if it sees modern play. Now Sorin, which I like, as a build around Vampire Archetype Planeswalker, yet here's the issue with Sorin. Sorin suffers from the idea that because of Vein Ripper, which is not getting banned by the way in my opinion, you must be cognizant of every vampire thereafter that you print for the rest of the time that it's legal in the format. Having said all that, I would much rather see Sorin banned than Fable. Now one could argue that banning Fable the Mirror Breaker is the better choice than Sorin is due to the ubiquity that Fable could garner after a ban of said Sorin. Yet as stated previously, I think Fable being the quintessential red card to keep as a staple rather than keeping Sorin, which you're going to have to be cognizant of every vampire thereafter. A little recap. I think the bans will be Treasure Cruise, Wild Growth Walker, and Fable the Mirror Breaker. However, I would like the actual bans to be Treasure Cruise, Wild Growth Walker, and Sorin Imperious Bloodlord, with Expressive Iteration getting unbanned to kind of balance out losing Treasure Cruise for Phoenix, which I think was banned a little too early in haste. What does this mean moving forward if all this happens, and what kind of predictions can be made from it? If the Cruise, Fable, and Walker ban happens, the format opens due to how much those three decks have banished to the Shadow Realm. Diversity is great for formats, especially when you can play the same color combinations but different archetypes within them. Early indications of predictions from me would be to pick up Mono Green Devotion, Blue-Eye Control, and various aggro decks. This also allows newer cards to see play from newer sets and old archetypes that have faded away, such as Niv to Light and Spirits, for example. Until then, I'm sticking to Standard, which has been a breath of fresh air since Bloomburrow has dropped. Hell, even some Bloomburrow cards have made its way into some decks. Nothing tiered or proven so far, but shown some promise has been Igara and the Viper. What do you think should be banned in Pioneer and or Explorer? And how would you shape the identity of the format if given the keys the format? Let me know in the comments below. If you have watched up to this point, I appreciate each and every viewer like you. Deck guides are on the way, and if you like this kind of content and more, clicking on that like and subscribe button best helps the channel while also pushing the video out to more viewers like you. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. And if you want to see live gameplay, socials and the Twitch link are in the video description below. See you in the next video.